Good morning. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning prior to our Sunday service for meditation. This morning, I'm going to start our meditation with a few words by Ernest Holmes from the book 365 Science of Mind. Today's theme is about wisdom. And he always starts his quotes with a Bible verse. And this Bible verse is from Psalms 62:1. Truly my soul waiteth upon God. From him cometh my salvation. I know that today, even now, wisdom is available to me. There is no darkness in my mind, neither is there disease in my body, because the spirit of wisdom, of truth, has revealed my mental and physical perfection to me. The light of the Spirit shines from the very center of my being. As a spark of God, I am illumined by the Spirit of wisdom. I am free from the bondage of false belief. The Spirit of wisdom enables me to see all others as they are in reality, perfect expressions of God. I am directed by the Spirit of wisdom, and I am assured of peace, joy, love, health, and plenty. So now let's go into our meditation for about 15 minutes with this final thought that we are directed by the Spirit of wisdom, peace, joy, love, health, and plenty. I will bring you out of the meditation when it is time. And now, if you would bring yourself, your consciousness back into the room. And I will end today's meditation with the remainder of the reading about wisdom. My thoughts are radiant with the light of spirit, and the light of my consciousness shines to the very circumference of my world. There is no indecision in my mind. In truth, there is only one power, only one God. I am directed by the Spirit of wisdom, and I am assured of peace, joy, love, health, and plenty. Every blessing attends my footsteps, because spiritual consciousness directs me in the way of my highest good. I know that I am guided onto right paths, and that only good can come to me and mine. For the Spirit of wisdom directs my steps this day. And that concludes our meditation. Hopefully you'll all join us back here at 10:15 for our service. And I want to thank you for helping us prepare the room, prepare the consciousness for this celebration service. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing things with a choice each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams, you will do amazing things. Places you will go, and the people you will know. Don't worry when, or where, or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out, just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do 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 amazing things. There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. You gotta let it all go. And this is what you have to say. was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know.
It's so good to be together with you in this place. It's so good to be together with a smile on my face. Gonna let the Spirit move me, gonna shower you with love. It's so good to be together in this place. It's so good to be together with you in this place. It's so good to be together with a smile on my face. Gonna let the Spirit move me, gonna shower you with love. It's so good to be together in this place. It's so good to be together in this place. It's so good to be together with you in this place. It's so good to be together with a smile on my face. Gonna let the Spirit move me, gonna shower you with love. It's so good to be together in this place. It's so good to be together with you in this place. It's so good to be together with a smile on my face. Gonna let the Spirit move me, gonna shower you with love. It's so good to be together in this place. It's so good to be together in this place.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living. Whether you have joined us here in our sanctuary at 4 Points by Sheridan, or you have invited us into your homes through the power of live streaming, we are very glad that you are with us today. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living is a spiritual community that honors all paths and promotes global transformation through personal transformation. We are a spiritual community that can support you as you strive for a personal relationship with the divine, a spiritual community where you are accepted and respected and honored and loved just for being who you are. a space and place for inspiration, insight, and revelation, as well as loving support to grow into your highest and best self. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, you are always welcome here. We are part of a larger organization called Centers for Spiritual Living. Centers for Spiritual Living has approximately 450 spiritual centers, teaching chapters, and special focus ministries in 30 countries worldwide. The Centers for Spiritual Living is a practical and positive philosophy, faith, and way of life whose global mission is a world that works for all. And I'm going to go back for a minute because some of you might not know me. My name is Dusty Rippelmeyer, and I have the honor and the privilege of being this community's spiritual director. Once again, we are very glad that you have joined us today. Now, tomorrow is Memorial Day. For many, Memorial Day means a cookout or a day at the beach or, a 3-day weekend, perhaps. It's also the unofficial start of summer in the United States. However, and more importantly, the federal holiday is a day for remembering and commemorating, for celebrating and honoring the men and women who lost their lives while serving in the United States Armed Forces. It is a day for visiting cemeteries and memorials to mourn the military personnel who died in the line of duty. Reverend Scott Aubrey says, "This Memorial Day, we honor those who gave their lives in service to something greater than themselves. We are reminded that silence in the face of injustice is not neutral. It is complicity. The freedoms we commemorate were not just won by quiet resignation, but by courageous voices and decisive action. Just as soldiers step forward to protect the vulnerable and defend liberty, so too are we called to rise, not with weapons, but with wisdom, conviction, and compassion, to right what is wrong, to speak what is true, and to heal what is broken. The highest tribute we can pay to those who sacrificed is not merely to reflect on their valor, but to embody it, to stand up, speak out, and be a presence for peace and justice in our world today. Our gratitude goes out to all of the men and women for their ultimate service to our country. Thank you. Today's flower dedication is for our beloved Rebecca Laughlin, who made her transition on Monday. Many of you might never have met Rebecca, as she was not here physically since the pandemic. However, she was always here for this community in many ways that we may not have seen through our outer eyes. She knew the truth with her entire being and shared it from the bottom of her heart with anyone and everyone who needed or wanted to hear it. Her consciousness was filled with love, joy, kindness, wholeness, gratitude, and abundance, thereby raising the vibration of the entire planet by at least a degree or two. She also shared those qualities through her limitless creativity. I went back through my text messages that took me all the way back to 2016 and found 90 beautiful images that she created and randomly sent to me electronically over the years just to say, hey, I'm thinking about and loving ya. She imagined and created our Love Notes program at our meditation retreat, wrote our prosperity prayer, created the huge wreath that hangs in my garage and adorns our holiday sanctuary, and playfully co-instigated with her wife, Dara, many hilarious shenanigans that unfolded within our community. She supported many of our members through her counseling and coaching practice, which was informed by her extensive curiosity and quest for any knowledge that she could gain that could assist others on their path, such as voice dialogue, Byron Katie's work, and training as a CSL practitioner. Outside of the community, she was a puppeteer who brought joy to hundreds of people in schools, hospitals, and nursing homes throughout the years. She had a television show or two and really showcased her imagination and her creativity, to name just a few of the ways that she reached out to people in her own unique and wonderful way. She was an amazing daughter, sister, wife, dog mom, mentor, teacher, community member, and friend. She was and continues to be a beautiful soul. She will be missed by many. Please take a moment of silence to wish Rebecca well in her next expression and to wrap a blanket of love, peace, and comfort around Dara and their extended families. So now, if you will, please hold out your hands out in front of you and repeat after me. Rebecca, we see you. We know who you really are. We celebrate your presence on the planet and in our community. And we were grateful that you walked this path with us for a while. Godspeed. We love you. And so it is. I would like to thank Marianne Diane Carnes, last minute switch, Diane Carnes, for her beautiful meditation that expanded the container that our service will unfold within. And now please welcome Sean Shockey to the podium for our announcements.
Good morning, everybody. This is the day that the Spirit has made. We have to rejoice and be glad in it. So I was really saddened, of course, to hear the news. But I'm just thinking that Rebecca would just want us to be kind of happy today. And, you know, Reverend Dusty say that if you don't like what's going on, well, then you change it. Well, then you better change it, because we're going to have a good day today. I'm feeling great. My week was long. That's okay. I cannot afford to lose 10 pounds in 1 week. I wasn't feeling well, but you know, that's okay. We in this community, we say sometimes you have to fake it until you make it. A lot of times when people was asking me how I was doing, I said, I didn't want to totally lie, but I was like, I'm doing okay. And I really was doing okay, so that wasn't a lie. So, hey, but I wanted to eat, but I couldn't eat. So, but I wanted to make a promise to the community today that I'm going to eat this week. Well, if I make a promise to the community, I've got to eat. So, so I'm glad you're here. Shall we rejoice and be glad in this day? All righty. Like I said, I'm here to do the announcement. Okay. Right. Hopefully everyone has seen Reverend Dusty's community service video announcement. If you have not, please ask Heather or Reverend Dusty to send it to you. Next month, we are stepping into a new way of being in the world. The first Sunday, June 1st, we will be online only. The meditation and service times remain the same, 9:45 for meditation and 10:15 for the service. The link is on the Wednesday community newsletter or on our website. Following the service, join us as we come together as a community to support our beloved Karen Daly as she sings her heart out with her band, Karen in the Middle. Boys on the Side. At Scooter's Grill and Bar in Raleigh, Scooter's is a female-owned local bar hangout, which I didn't know. The address is 1911 Seago Court. They will be putting their own spin on songs from the 70s, 80s, and 90s from 4 until 7. Please join us for the music and fellowship. You will not be disappointed. Okay. The second Sunday, June 8th, we will be live at 4 Points by Sheridan. Join us as we facilitate a service filled with music, message, ritual, and prayer, normal meditation, and service times. We will be having a potluck following the service, so please bring a dish to share with the community. The third Sunday, June 15th, we will once again be online only. Once again, normal meditation and service times. On the fourth Sunday, June 22nd, we will be meeting as a community for a special event. The meeting site is still being determined. However, braver angels will be with us to facilitate a conversation called Depolarizing Ourselves. The workshop assists us to reframe how we view others. We can probably, take that class. Who may not think like we do in the face of disagreements, especially around politics. Join us as we discover how we may inadvertently be complicit in, or possibly even encourage, polarization and what we can do about it. Braver Angels have been facilitating workshops all around the country for many years. And like we are affirming that a world that works for all is possible. Mark your calendars for Sunday, June 22nd, 9:45 meditation, 10:30 workshop. The where is still to be determined. The fifth Sunday, June 27th, we are working to create a service opportunity for us as a community. A few phone calls have been made, but nothing buttoned down in this moment. If you have any resources, please reach out to Reverend Dusty. Are you interested in having a midweek grow, deeper, raise me up experience? Join us for our Wednesday evening services for 2025. The evening is called The Wednesday Experience, a look at life through meditation, musings, metaphysics, and light. It is really a wonderful opportunity to come together, deepen our practice with one another, have our voices be heard, and hear inspiring shares by like-minded people. The service will be held on Zoom from 7 until 8:15 p.m. Consider joining us. Welcome back to the stage. Diane Carnes.
Thank you, Sean. Good morning, everybody. The theme for the year 2025 is Rising Higher, Growing Deeper. Our theme for the month of May is Raise Your Voice. And Reverend Dusty's message is Overcoming Silence, Individual and Collective Liberation. I am now going to read this community's purpose statement. This is our reason for being here. Our purpose is to inspire, educate, and empower individuals to experience themselves as unique and individualized expressions of God, the love intelligence that governs the universe. We are committed to not merely a theoretical understanding of our oneness and unity with God, but to consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through celebration, service, study, and fellowship, we are committed to the transformation of our personal lives into being a powerful and beneficial presence on the planet. With the energy of unconditional love, simply, we are here for God. We are now going to do our blessings of all faiths. And I'd like you to welcome to the front my husband John and Marianne. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living honors the diversity and threads of truth that run through all spiritual paths as represented by this ceremony. Christianity is a path of Christ consciousness, love, and forgiveness. Buddhism is the path of compassion and understanding. Judaism is the ethical path of living by sacred law. Baha'i is the path of unity and peace. Islam is the path of submission to the will of God, the highest calling. Confucianism is the path of deliberate tradition. Taoism is the natural way, the path of ultimate reality. Native American practice and shamanic traditions are the paths of primal spirituality. Shintoism is the path of tribal ancestry. Hinduism is the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. The science of mind and spirit is the path of divine principle, the divine principle of love and law. And the heart represents the one heart, the one love, that resides at the center of all people and all beings everywhere, with no exceptions. May peace prevail on earth through the followers of all paths. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, TCSL. My name is Carol Cross. My pronouns are she and her, and I am a practitioner here, and I am our practitioner for the day. So I'd like to ask you to close your eyes, and we'll journey into the sacred part of our service today with a blessing. And as Sean said, we rejoice in this day, the only day we have. The moment is now, but the experience is eternal. As I get quiet, I go within, and I reconnect with the one source that created me, that created everyone on our community, everyone on our planet, everything in our universe, that each and every one of us is made of God stuff. And then we are beautiful and powerful and loving and wise and connected beyond belief. So when we're standing in that space, that's when the miracle happens. So I know that that is the case for us today. I say a word of blessing and a word of gratitude on the volunteers working behind the scenes. A word of blessing on Sean, who kicks things off nicely in terms of announcements. A word of blessing and gratitude for Heather, who does her magic. We don't know how it happens, but every day she comes through for us and makes it possible for us to share this lessons, not just with people in the room, but people in the entire world. A word of blessing and gratitude to Diane Carnes for her meditation and her platform host duties. A word of blessing and gratitude for Karen Daly, who cracks us open every time, but in a good way. And a word of blessing on Reverend Dusty as she becomes a vehicle for spirit to speak the truth in a way that touches our hearts as well as our minds and even our bodies. So we'll take it all, right? And a word of blessing of everyone participating in this service, in the room, at home, now, later. We are one giant web, a web of loving hearts and open minds and hands who are always reaching out to support each other. So I'm so grateful for all of these blessings. I'm so grateful for all these wonderful individuals. I'm so grateful for this opportunity for us to discover ourselves together. So knowing that this is a fine day and that lives will be changed, I say, let's just turn it over to the law that makes it so with our words, and so it is. All right, so the readings today are from Ernest Holmes. In the first, he says, we should allow the gifts of life to flow out to everything we touch, everyone we meet, every situation we contact. Then, wherever we go, every situation is blessed, every person is helped, and every discord is harmonized. And in the second, he says, what would happen if we could convert the energy of fear to faith, the energy of doubt and uncertainty into a feeling of belonging to the universe and being safe in it? Would not the original artist himself go forth into this new creation through us? And so it is. And so I know that Karen is going to do that. You're going to channel the original artist. And what a beautiful.
Thank you, Carol. No pressure. Gonna make a change once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. And as I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind it's blowing my mind. I see the kids on the street, not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. Been a victim of selfish kind of love. It's time I realize there are some with no home and not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me, pretending that they're not alone? Or will a deeply scarred somebody's broken heart and a washed out dream? They follow the pattern of the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the girl in the mirror, and I'm asking her to change her ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, overcome your silence, speak up now and make that change. Thank you.
that this goal is sure to be attained by all. A member of the CSL theme committee, Sonia Hart, goes on to say, Ernest Holmes' profound assertion invites us to recognize that true liberation, both individually and collectively, demands more than passive belief. It requires proactive engagement and transformations. To align with this vision, we must move beyond mere ideas and actively participate in creating a world where freedom from discord becomes a reality. This involves transcending silence and embracing our voices to address and resolve conflicts. By speaking up and taking action, we contribute to the collective shift towards harmony and equality. So the questions of the day, in my mind, include what are the barriers that keep us from overcoming silence, for raising our voice, for speaking up and speaking out? What are some practical strategies that we can use to assist us to fully step into what may be a completely new and totally awesome way of being in the world? So let's begin with this idea of silence. Now, if we were to really think about it, and Madison made mention of it this morning before service began, we would realize that silence can both assist us and possibly hurt us. On one hand, we often talk about entering into the silence, quieting our minds and allowing ourselves to really reverently listen for and to our inner wisdom. This silence really allows us to connect and align with our inner divinity. It's a process that we can use to find peace, joy, creativity, abundance, love, focus, clarity, and grace. On the other hand, silence is not speaking up, not telling our truth, not owning our responsibility, not being clear or open or vulnerable with people in our lives. Up until probably my 50s, well, all right, maybe honestly more my mid-50s, when I really began my spiritual journey with the Science of Mind principles, I very rarely spoke. Very rarely. I would hold my voice, my truth, my need to be heard and understood. I simply swallowed anything and everything that would have rocked the boat or be seen as oppositional to the current idea that was being held. Often when I did, it would eat away at me until at some point it would come outside and be quite honest. So my guess is that each one of us has had an experience somewhat like this or exactly like this at some point in time in their life. Whether it was the way that we lived our lives time and time and time again, or maybe it was simply a one moment, one experience episode. It can happen on an individual basis, and it can happen collectively. Now think about it. How many times have we stayed absolutely silent when someone hurt our feelings or crossed the line? How many times have we ignored behavior because we didn't want the discomfort of a disagreement? How many times have we tried to convince ourselves that we are not upset and no, I'm not angry? How many times have we abruptly changed the subject because the person was getting too close to a vulnerable topic? How many times have we had conversations with others inside our heads, letting them know exactly what we thought, exactly what we thought about their behavior, exactly what was bothering us, but never uttered a word? Perhaps we didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings, or felt we would be misinterpreted, or that people in our lives would not be receptive to our thoughts and our feelings. Maybe we thought that it would put our friendships or our other relationships at risk and open us up to retaliation or attack. We might have felt that raising our voice and telling our truth would backfire on us and that the problem would escalate, getting even worse. Maybe we felt that we would be out on a limb, one of those skinny branches, and we wouldn't be supported by anybody. Perhaps we felt totally resigned, like speaking up, speaking out wouldn't change anything. Often when we felt that we were being taken advantage of, or when something goes wrong and we feel hurt and choose to say nothing, we're operating under the underlying belief that it would just be too risky to do so. It's easier to just nod and say yes and pretend that we're perfectly fine. We bury our feelings and swallow our sadness and our frustration instead of honestly talking from a space of vulnerability. Because we think it would be what is the toll and the damage that we are doing to ourselves? The bottom line is that when we live from a default response of silence, it really impacts our well-being and causes internal conflict and emotional strain. Failing to express our needs and concerns is the fastest way to build feelings of resentment and frustration and repressed anger and isolation. When we opt not to speak, we undermine our sense of self-worth and our connection with the other people in our lives. When we silence ourselves, we take away our own power. Not only that, but if we don't share our true feelings with the people that are closest to us or important to us, we undermine the relationship itself and we break the connection that we have with them. There is nothing as fulfilling and satisfying as really opening up and really telling the truth and being honest and vulnerable with the people that are in our lives. It requires openness and integrity and vulnerability. When these conversations happen, when they happen at the right and perfect time from a place that is grounded in love, without blame or shame or judgment or whining or yelling, they can be effective. While they might feel in that moment like they're going to break us, they can create a stronger bond and take us to new dimensions of closeness with ourselves, closeness with the divine, closeness with those people that we have that conversation. Silence can be very important for us. On one hand, it assists us, right, to deepen our relationship with the divine. And it really allows us to reflect on our beliefs. When we're not inundated by all the sounds of living, the silence can open us up to our inner wisdom and really allow us to hear all that we are meant to hear. However, silence can be dangerous if we don't speak up when we know that we should. Keeping quiet can often stop our spiritual growth by blocking our self-expression or by shutting down our creativity or by harming our self-esteem, or by interfering with the awareness of the divine within us and that voice that is calling us. Our spiritual growth is linked to how well we listen and how well we think. When we share our true thoughts and really hear others, open that space to really being able to hear others also, we build strong spiritual bonds. Good communication assists us to really be able to know ourselves and to know others, making our spirits strong. We need to find a balance that allows us to be quiet and sit in silence, and a balance that allows us to overcome silence and to speak out when we know. Some practical ideas would include: make a list of all of the reasons why speaking up is important to us individually, both to our health, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And then to take a look at that and to write down your top 3 as affirmations, and then to take those affirmations and put them around your house or in your car so that you see them often, reminding you why it is you really want to be able to speak. Then, when you really have that feeling in you and you know that there's somebody that you want to talk to, write down what you are called to say to that person. Just write it down. And then practice. Practice saying it to that person. Practice it in the mirror. Practice it with a trusted friend. And to really be able to do that from a space of loving community. The third thing is to, when you finally, after you've written all those words down, and then you've had a chance to practice them, then when you're finally talking with that person, make every attempt that you possibly can to remain calm and to remain peaceful. Avoid venting, blaming, shaming, and being defensive. The invitation is to focus on our feelings and to take responsibility for our part in it. Be curious about what they are feeling also, and be willing to listen. Overcoming silence really affords us an opportunity to really know each other on a deeper level, to meet each other's needs, stop resentment and negative feelings from really eroding the relationship from the inside out. Speaking up is not easy. However, the more that we do it, the more it becomes natural to us, and the easier it becomes. Thinking from a broader lens, now taking a step back and looking at this from a broader lens, our individual efforts to overcome silence and assert our needs are not just isolated acts. They're not just isolated acts that are over here all by themselves, but are integral to our collective liberation. Each step we take towards advocating for ourselves and for others assists us to dismantle barriers and to really foster an environment where freedom and justice are really felt and known by everyone. Embracing this active role in our personal and communal lives is essential for manifesting the ultimate goal, Ernest Holmes' ultimate goal of freedom for all. Silence, when it's used as a default response to conflict or to injustice, perpetuates systemic issues, and it inhibits personal and collective growth. By choosing not to speak, we are inadvertently contribute to the continuation of harmful patterns and inequality. This passive stance can lead to really a cycle where unresolved grievances and suppressed voices create environments of tension, environments of misunderstanding. Choosing not to voice our perspectives or to challenge those injustices means missing critical opportunities to influence and to drive positive change. If we don't do something different, then nothing will change. Silence allows problems to really persist unaddressed and the status quo to continue unchecked and unheard. As a faith tradition, Science of Mind has not been known as a movement that speaks up and out about social issues. And yet I have been asked time and time again, what does your faith tradition, your principles of oneness and wholeness, your belief in inclusivity, and your vision of a world that works for all say about everything that is going on in the world today? I truly recognize the importance of doing our own inner work, not only for ourselves, but for the collective. And yet, I wonder if it is time for us to really face outwardly to the world of conditions and to speak our message out rather than just turning in all of the time. Are we being challenged to articulate our teaching in a manner that meets the needs of the time? Are we being asked to overcome? Ernest Holmes himself said that we need to be open. We need to be willing to change and grow and evolve in order to stay relevant and to continue to be a place of welcome for everyone. So I don't know what that answer is for us collectively. But I believe that the answer is in all probability different for each one. That each one of us will have our own way of being in the world and of speaking up in the way that we are called to do so. But I also believe that doing that, by addressing and overcoming silence, we create pathways to healing and transformation. We open avenues for dialogue and for innovation. We foster environments where understanding and growth can actually thrive. Engaging openly and advocating for change not only enriches our own lives, but it also contributes to a more equitable and harmonious world. CSL's call to action, monthly theme committee's call to action for overcoming our silence includes, number one, embrace your voice. Embrace your voice. Start by recognizing the power, the divine power in your thoughts. In your thoughts and in your voice. We know that, right? We create the experience of our lives through our voice. Use affirmations and positive self-talk to build confidence in your ability to shape your reality and to advocate effectively for your needs. No one else is going to do it. Number two, engage in spiritual practices. Incorporate practices like affirmative prayer, meditation, contemplation, visioning, a walk in the woods, music, whatever it is that you do as your spiritual practice, really make sure that you're really doing it daily in your life. These tools, these spiritual practices will really be able to assist us to be able to align with the divine mind, gain clarity, and really strengthen our resolve to speak out when we're called to do so. Number three, create safe spaces. Whether in our personal life or within a community, one of the communities you're in, perhaps this one, or at work, or a community of your relatives, strive to create environments where open dialogue and expression are encouraged. That people know that they can do that they feel like they can do that, and that they are called to do that. Support others in sharing their stories and experiences. Foster a culture of compassionate listening. and mutual respect. What we put out, we will get back. Number 4, advocate for change. Use your voice to advocate for personal and social change. Engage in conversations, join advocacy groups, participate in collective actions that align with the principles of unity, love, and justice. Remember, your voice matters. It might feel like just one insignificant little voice, but our voices, each of our voices matter and can contribute to the collective consciousness needed to drive transformation. And number 5, persist in your journey. Understand really that overcoming silence and advocating for change is an ongoing process. You don't just do it once and then call it a day. It's an ongoing process. Stay resilient and persistent in your spiritual practices and in your advocacy efforts, knowing that each step you take is a step towards greater liberation and enlightenment for yourself and for others. So today's invitation is really for each of us to embrace these strategies in order to empower ourselves to overcome ourselves. By doing so, we can confront barriers and advocate for ourselves and others more effectively. Right here and right now, I affirm that this contributes to a more open and transformative dialogue and can truly create a world that works for real. And so it is. So I just invite you to turn within for a moment of prayer to include this message and our resolve, truly knowing that there is that presence within us and surrounding us, that presence that created everything that there is, seen and unseen, that presence that is everywhere at all times, in its fullness and in its fullness. That presence that is the very essence of love and joy and peace and justice and creativity and harmony. I know that I'm one with this power and presence, that I'm connected to it in ways that can never, ever, ever be broken. There may be times in my life when I don't feel it or don't see it, but like the sun, it is always there behind the clouds. And all I need to do is to get myself in alignment with it. Now, I know that this is my truth, and I absolutely know that it is the truth of each and every person here today, every person that is online, whether they're watching it in real time or watching it later, all sentient beings on the planet. This is our truth. There is a power and presence within us and surrounding us that we can never be separate from, that we can always lean into. And so I affirm ease and grace for us around doing that, around remembering who we are, and not only remembering who we are, but remembering who everyone is. Because we are all one and the same. There is truly only one of us here, one divine presence, one human family. And so I claim that we are able to build these spiritual practices, these steps, these ideas, strategies into our daily lives and allow us to be more real, more upfront, more vulnerable, more having more integrity and more love for everyone we meet, allowing ourselves to kindly and generously speak with others and listen to each other. I know we can do this. This is who we were created to be on the planet. We are the presence of love, and we bring that forward in everything we do in our own unique and individualized way. And so I say yes. I say yes to this, to overcoming our silence and sinking deeper into it. Because both are needed. Both are important. Both allow us to be who we really came here to be. And I'm so grateful to know this truth and to speak these words. So grateful for the power of prayer, knowing that these words are loosed into a law that only ever says yes. That my words are clothed in form even as they are spoken. So I speak them and I release them into that law, letting go and letting God be God. And I invite each and every single one of us here and at home to anchor this prayer for ourselves, for each other, for our community, and for the world, simply by saying, and so it is. And so it is. Amen. Thank you all so very much. It is now time for our conscious giving. This is the time every week when we offer financial support to this community to assist us to continue to be a beacon of light and warmth and love in the Greater Triangle area. I affirm that this offering lifts this spiritual community, prospers the one giving, and adds to the energy of efficiency on the planet. There are 3 ways that you can give. They are right here on your screen and on your screen at home. You can visit our website at trianglecsl.org. You can text the word give to 919-629-9148, or you can actually mail a check to our PO Box 4062 at Cary, North Carolina 27519. Now please take your gift, place it against your heart, and we will do our offering affirmation in a call and response. You got it up there, Heather? I live in an abundant universe that blesses and prospers my life. I give with gratitude, knowing that God is my source. And so it is. Thank you all so very much for your generosity. We really appreciate it. And now please be generous as we welcome the amazing Karen Daly back to her guitar.
I'm going to send you off today with a heavenly day. Troubles in these moments so true. Oh, we can right now. The only thing that will all that we really gotta do is have a heavenly day. Just lay here and watch the trees sway. I can't see no other way. heavenly day, heavenly day. Got no one on my shoulders, bringing me fears. Got no clouds up above me, bringing me tears. Got nothing to tell you, don't have nothing much to say. Oh, yeah, I'm glad to be here with you. Oh, this heavenly, 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 heavenly day. All my troubles, they've gone away. And for a little while anyway. Okay, on this heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day, this heavenly day, this heavenly day. Oh, on this heavenly day.
Thank you so much for that, Karen. That was just powerful and meaningful and true. So that's why I call her our resident angel of the guitar. Thank you for making today a heavenly day. Okay, so we are a community that practices what we preach. So I'm asking everybody to raise their voices and to raise their bodies for the last chance at our May affirmations. So, I know you've been so inspired by Reverend Dusty, you're really going to blast it out this time. Okay, this is a call and response, so I go first, then you. Self-confidence and self-advocacy extend beyond asserting personal rights. They are expressions of my divine nature.
Self-confidence and self-advocacy extend beyond asserting personal rights. They are expressions of my divine nature.
From this awareness, I confidently speak my truth and advocate for myself with clarity and strength.
From this awareness, I confidently speak my truth and advocate for myself with clarity and strength.
Setting and maintaining boundaries is vital for honoring my spiritual journey and safeguarding my mental and emotional well-being.
Setting and maintaining boundaries is vital for honoring my spiritual journey and safeguarding my mental and emotional well-being.
From this truth, I set healthy boundaries with love and respect, fostering strong and supportive relationships.
From this truth, I set healthy boundaries with love and respect, fostering strong and supportive relationships.
I recognize that creating peace is not a one-time achievement, but a continual process of nurturing and sustaining harmony.
I recognize that creating peace is not a one-time achievement, but a continual process of nurturing and sustaining harmony.
From this recognition, with empathy and open communication, I heal through conflict and move towards lasting peace.
From this recognition, with empathy and open communication, I heal through conflict and move toward lasting peace.
I know that true liberation, both individual and collective, requires proactive engagement and transformation.
I know that true liberation, both individual and collective, requires proactive engagement and transformation.
Embodying this belief and embracing this active role, I break the chains of silence with courage, empowering myself and others to claim liberation.
Embodying this belief and embracing this active role, I break the chains of silence with courage, empowering myself and others to claim liberation.
And so it is. All right, thank you, everyone. You may sit down again. And, we've always been a community that talks about embracing the paradox. So after having raised your voice, I'm now going to ask you to go into the silence and practice that part of it as well. As I have a closing prayer for our service today. And I'm just really still like vibrating with that energy of today is a heavenly day. And I know it will carry me through the rest of this 24 hours. And I proclaim that that is true not just for me, true for everyone in this room, true for everyone on the other side of the camera, really true for our whole community, because we are a connected community. And that we bring that energy into the world, we do raise the vibrations of those around us. We do raise the vibration of the planet, of the universe. And so this is a blessing, not just to us in our lives, not just to our friends and our family and our community. It is a blessing to the world, to the human world, to the natural world, to the animal world, to the bug world. It's all good because it's all God. So knowing that today's service has done its job, allowed us to embrace this concept of today being a heavenly day and tomorrow being a heavenly day and then, let's see, Tuesdays, all of the days being a heavenly day. And that's how we create heaven on earth and a world that works for all. So I just release these proclamations into the silence and ask you to affirm them for me, for yourself, for all of us with our words, and so it is. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you also very much for being here, for inviting us into your homes. I'm grateful to all of the volunteers that assisted with today's service. Thank you so very much. Don't forget, mark in your calendars, we are online only next Sunday, the 1st of June. And then following that, we will all be gathering together as a loud and raucous community that will go and celebrate Karen and her band, Karen in the Middle, Boys on the Side, at Scooters in Raleigh from 4 to 7. So we hope to see you all there so that we can, on Sunday, be a community that meets together in some way, shape, or form. So I'm grateful that we're doing this, and I look forward to seeing all of you. Make it be a heavenly day and a heavenly week, and we'll see you soon. I love you.